Good morning and welcome to Newton County's Virtual Learning Experience Day 2, Curriculum and Instruction. I am Dr. Penny Mosley, the Director of Elementary Education, and I have with me today Dr. Nikita Warfield, Director of Secondary Education and Professional Learning. The purpose of Newton County's Parent Connect sessions is to offer families opportunities to gain program information to help their student prepare for the NCSS virtual experience. Today's session is designed as follows. We have 45 minutes. The session will be recorded and posted on the NCSS website for later access. Question and answer time will be provided at the end of the presentation. Please use the link provided, and the presenters will answer questions as time permits. Again, thanks for attending this session. As we prepare for the virtual learning experience, first, we're asking all of our families to pick up requested Chromebook devices along with hotspots from your child's school. You would see the schedule below. High school, August 24th through the 25th. Middle school, August 26th and 27th. And elementary school, August 24th, 25th, and 26th. We are also asking you to participate in the Newton County Parent Connect virtual informational sessions. Yesterday, we had virtual learning overview. Today, we have curriculum instruction. On Wednesday, student services and food nutrition. Thursday, special education. And Friday, student family supports in our after-school program. And finally, we will have our Parent University on this Saturday, August 29th. The topics are Canvas, Infinite Campus, My Launchpad, Zoom, and Internet Safety. Continuing on as we prepare for our virtual learning experience, we are asking you to complete the Getting Started with Virtual Learning checklist no later than August 31st. More information will be shared at the Parent University training. Also, we have our virtual open houses scheduled. Elementary, Monday, August 31st. Middle school, Wednesday, September 2nd, and high school, Thursday, September 3rd. And then day one, our virtual start of the school year, Tuesday, September 8th. Again, as we are going through the presentation today, please type your questions in our link that's located below. So now let's take a look at the NCS virtual learning experience. Option 2, school-based virtual model for pre-K through 12th grade. Are taught by a school system teacher who will follow the district's curriculum maps and use virtual learning software. This option requires heavy use of instructional technology, including digital tools that already are available in our classrooms. This online model leverages the strengths of teachers and staff in supporting the learning success of students. Now, let me take you through the day in the life of an elementary student. Here's our sample virtual learning schedule. Each morning, we encourage students to eat breakfast, wear school-appropriate clothing, and log onto Canvas using My Launchpad, our single sign-on. While on Canvas, students will be able to access the class Zoom link and begin instruction. At 7:40, the morning meeting will begin. A morning meeting is an engaging way to start each day, build a strong sense of community, and set children up for success socially and academically. We encourage students to turn cameras on, but this is not a requirement. At 8 o'clock, the first instructional segment begins. The instructional block includes ELA, math, science, and social studies. The times will vary depending on your child's school and grade level. All instructional segments are designed using a 3-part lesson format: opening, work session, and closing. The opening of the lesson is live with the teacher, synchronous or in sync. all students are learning together at the same time. This is an opportunity for teachers to activate prior knowledge, engage students in critical thinking, ask questions, and provide direct instruction. The opening should last no more than 15 minutes. Next, students transition into their work session. During the work session, students can work independently, in small groups, or one-on-one with the teacher. Teachers may ask for students to keep their cameras on and mute their mics during this 20 to 30-minute time. The teachers are in their virtual classroom. The teacher can check on students during this time, and then they get ready to transition to the closing of the lesson. During the closing, the teacher brings all the students back together to discuss and assess students' learning from the instructional segment. The closing of the lesson lasts no more than 15 minutes. Then our students go into a brain break. A brain break is a short mental break that's taken during regular classroom intervals instruction. Brain breaks usually last for 5 to 10 minutes and work best when they incorporate physical activities. So don't be surprised if you see your students doing jumping jacks during this time or singing songs for their mental break or their brain break. The final segment is the intervention enrichment segment, which can be asynchronous or synchronous. This segment of the day is designed to address instructional gaps and or enrich academic areas. Students can work independently or assign tasks with a certified personnel. So you heard me use the two words, asynchronous and synchronous. So when we think about asynchronous learning, learning is occurring independently and allows students to participate or to work at their own pace. This can include pre-recorded lessons, blogs, Edgenuity, homework, discussion boards. We also have synchronous learning. That's when all of the learning is taking place at the same time with a live teacher. That would be our live Zoom sessions. So now that's a day in the life of an elementary school student using our virtual platform. Now we will have Dr. Nikita Warfield, Director of Secondary Education and Professional Learning, to take us through the middle school and high school experience.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Nikita Warfield, Director of Secondary Education and Professional Learning. The next few slides that you will see, these slides are an overview of secondary schedules for middle and high school students. Please take a moment and review the middle school slide. This schedule is located on the district website under the Reopening of School tab. Please click on the Learning Models option, and the schedule is located in a link at the bottom of that page. Please take a moment at this time and review the sample high school schedules for Eastside, Newton High, as well as Alcovey. As you can see within this schedule, there are brain breaks that are included, and support of learning has been built in both the middle and high school schedule. Again, these schedules are located on the district website under the Reopening of Schools tab. The final schedule for you to review is our NCCA, that's the Career Academy, virtual learning schedule. As you can see, students will begin their day virtually at their base schools, and then they will take their remaining courses for the day virtually at the Career Academy. Again, schedules are located on the district website under the Reopening of School tab. All right. At this time, we're going to talk about the structure of daily lessons for our secondary students. So our secondary students, they have a block schedule, meaning that students have fewer classes per day for a longer period of time. Their academic classes are on a rotational basis. As you can see, I'm going to use the same language that Dr. Mosley used, synchronous. Synchronous instruction will be provided to our students the first 30 to 35 minutes of class. That includes live virtual learning with the teacher and their other classmates during real time. This includes live streaming of lectures, video conferencing, teleconferencing, and live chatting. Teachers also have the ability to record their lessons and archive them in the Canvas platform. Next, we have asynchronous instruction. That's the next 25 to 30 minutes of class. This is when learners participate in learning absent from the teacher. The following methods are included in asynchronous instruction. It can include self-guided lesson modules, exchanges across discussion boards or social media platforms, streaming video content, reviewing virtual libraries, and posted lecture notes. This is not a time for students to log off the computer or to leave the virtual classroom. They are engaged in independent practice, which may or may not include them turning off the camera, working in a Zoom breakout room in groups. Again, class continues to remain in session during the asynchronous instructional time. As shared, one of the asynchronous activities is independent practice. This work session can include reteaching individual or small groups of students, independent reading or writing time, English language support, and or working on IEP goals and objectives. And finally, the class concludes with a closing. It is the last 10 minutes of class. It offers students a live virtual opportunity to summarize the lesson for the day. The supports and practice opportunities are built into the schedules, as you can see. There are extended learning opportunities. And during this time, students have the opportunity to select a class from their schedule for an additional opportunity to connect with their teacher over content. Specialized services are also included. Specialized services such as special education and gifted services will be delivered in this model. Our Director of Special Education, Ms. Brooke Ramsey, will provide more insight and clarity as it relates to our special education supports that students will receive Thursday. Again, gifted services will be delivered in this model. Homework. There's also a time for homework, and I'm going to go back to the middle school schedule so you can see that as well. Homework is a time is provided in this model for students to complete their homework during the school day. They have access to their teachers during a time frame to ask questions if they experience a challenge in completing their assignment. Each school will host a virtual open house. Please visit your respective school's website to locate links to access these meetings. The start time for each of the open house sessions is 5:00 p.m. on the following dates: elementary, Monday, August the 31st, middle school, Wednesday, September the 2nd, and high school, Thursday, September 3rd. Again, please use the link to type any questions that you have. We will answer those questions at the end of this presentation. Option 3, the self-paced virtual model. This is the self-paced virtual academy model for grades K through 12. Students will have the freedom to adapt their schedules to accommodate their other interests. Students will receive instruction via the Edgenuity learning platform. The self-paced instructional model. Newton County School System's self-paced virtual academy combines the benefits of a traditional school and the flexibility and personalization that online learning offers. Our competency-based learning approach allows students to move faster or slower through the material, depending on the individual skills and knowledge. The characteristics of a self-paced learner. This student is independent, organized, has strong reading and comprehension skills, disciplined, and excellent time management skills.
The elementary self-paced virtual student. You heard the characteristics of a self-paced student, and now we have created this instructional model for students K through 5. Students will access the Edgenuity platform and other learning modules using Canvas. Attendance will be taken by the duration in the online course and submission of assignments. Grades will be transferred from Edgenuity and Canvas modules into Infinite Canvas. We also are working with our specialized services to ensure that students have access to Quest, EL, and special education services utilizing an online platform. Parents will play a crucial role in supporting their child with a self-paced module because this learning is absent from direct instruction from a teacher. The orientation for more information will be held for elementary students on September 3rd at 5:00 p.m.
Now let's discuss the secondary self-paced model. It is available to students in grades 6 through 12. Again, students within this model would need to have the characteristics that we shared, be independent, disciplined, have strong reading and comprehension skills, time management skills, and organizational skills. This is a student that needs limited direct instructional support from the teacher. Students will access the Edgenuity platform through our district's learning management system, Canvas. Edgenuity allows students to easily access their coursework, communicate with educators, monitor their progress, and view a variety of reports that help them to stay on track. Attendance will be taken by the duration in the online course and submission of assignments. Grades will be transferred from Edgenuity to Infinite Campus. Specialized services, such as special education, will also be available, and Ms. Ramsey will provide information as it relates to that. Again, our Director of Special Education, she will provide that on Thursday during her session. Students within our gifted program, they will receive their services in this model. They will be enrolled in the gifted course, which includes gifted coursework. Parents, again, you play a crucial role in supporting your child in this model. There is a semester commitment when students enroll in this particular instructional model. The semester is from September the 8th, 2020 to January the 27th, 2021. An overview of this platform will be provided to students on September the 1st at 5:00 p.m. for our middle school students and 6:30 p.m. for our high school students. Now let's review the structure of a day for the self-paced students. Students have the opportunity to complete assignments any time of the day or any day of the week. However, to ensure they are on track for completion of the course, they are encouraged to log in each day and work on an assignment. Students will refer to their course map for daily assignments. At minimum, students will be assigned 3 hours per week per course. In aggregate, that is 18 to 21 hours of coursework per week. depending on the number of courses that the student is enrolled in. We have a coordinator for the self-paced model, and if you're in this model, you will have an opportunity to meet her next week. It's Miss Anna Hebert Daniel, and she and her team, inclusive of facilitators from each school, will maintain contact with students and parents to note progress and offer support when needed. Again, an overview of this platform and experience will be provided to students and parents on September the 1st at 5 o'clock p.m. for middle school students and 6:30 p.m. for high school students. Again, if you have any questions, please use the link to type your questions. Supply list. Supply list. Please check your child's school website for specific information regarding supplies they will need for this school year. Technology Chromebook and internet device distribution. Parents, please see the dates located below. Technology devices will be distributed to parents for students who are in need and have submitted a request. Elementary school students, August the 24th, 25th, and 26th. Middle schools, August 26th and 27th. High schools, August 24th and 25th. High school students must sign up for an appointment time. Virtual Learning Checklist. Please check our district website under Reopening of Schools to access this document. This document is a virtual checklist to assist students with preparation for virtual learning on the first day of school. Please have your child to complete this checklist by August the 31st. This next slide provides you with contact information for technical support. If you need assistance, the following information will be made available to you via your school's website.
That you have heard all of the information about what the life will look like for your child, whether they're an elementary school student, middle school student, or high school student, here is our guide for overall success for our families. First, establish a routine. Establish a structured routine to follow on a daily basis. Provide a consistent schedule and expectations for time to work, time to play, and time for family. Create a learning space. Find a comfortable and quiet learning space. Talk about the learning daily. Talk with your children about their learning. Ask questions, and then connect that to relevant things that are happening in today's society. Ask for support. Contact your child's teachers or tech support if you have questions or need help. Offset screen time. Pay attention to how much screen time your child has and try to balance it as much as possible with other activities. Stay connected. Help your child find ways to stay connected virtually with friends and classmates. And finally, reach out. Talk to other parents who are also experiencing some of the same things when we talk about virtual learning. Now we're going to transition into our question and answer period. Again, use the link to type your questions.
Thank you for your patience with us. We have questions that are rolling in. Our first question says, where can I access the sample schedules? I couldn't locate them on the county website. So they are located on the county website, as I shared earlier. Please go on newtoncountyschools.org and you'll locate the reopening plan. Under the reopening plan, you'll see that it's located at the bottom of the instructional models section. Again, go to the reopening of schools tab. You'll click on the learning models option and it will be a link that's under that area. Please give us a moment as we upload our next question. Our next question asks if high school students will need textbooks and when will they be released? Yes, our high school students will have access to their textbooks, but I think it's important to note that all books, with the exception of our physical science book, they are online. So we do have a digital, all textbooks will be available digitally. They have access to them through My Launchpad, which is our single sign-on, our digital single sign-on platform. And the following part is when will they be released? We shared earlier the dates of device distribution of resources, and so you would have it on that date. That date for high school, I believe the date for high school is August the 24th and 25th, which was yesterday as well as today. For middle school, it's the 26th and 27th. And for elementary school, 24th, 25th, and 26th. All right, now next question. Will we need to pick up the workbooks or textbooks from the schools? Yes, you will still need to pick up your textbooks from the schools. As I just shared, there are dates for device and resource distribution. Also, there are instructional kits that elementary school students, I believe, they will receive at their schools. I'm going to pause for a moment, and Dr. Mosley will come up and she will answer the next few questions.
Our next question, do the children have to be on the camera during the entire school day? The answer to this question is no, but we do encourage all students to turn their cameras on and actively engage during the lesson, but it is not a requirement for students to have their camera on during the entire school day. The next question, I want to know how they will be penalized, or how will we penalize students for attendance if they cannot get connected? Again, we will not penalize students for not being able to log in due to connectivity issues. They will not be penalized. We do ask families to communicate with the school, however, if they're having difficulties connecting. Again, students will not be penalized if they cannot connect due to connectivity issues. For self-paced students, what platform will they be using? Also, where is this information located? As we stated before, for our self-paced students, they will be using Edgenuity. All students will be able to access their instructional information via Canvas. We have a single sign-on, which is My Launchpad. Students are able to click on My Lunchpad, and then that will take them to their actual platform for learning, which again is Edgenuity. All information will be housed on Canvas. We're waiting for the next question to roll in. How will the breaks work during class? We have brain breaks already naturally placed in the classroom schedule. Students are able to, at this particular time, to get their wiggles out, take a restroom break, read, get some fresh air, but they are naturally in the classroom schedule. However, if teachers see that their class and their students need a break, they have that opportunity to take breaks as needed. Our next question: how do we submit excused absences, tardies for doctor's appointments, etc.? Excellent question. You would follow the same routine as you would normally follow. You'll contact your school's registrar or clerk, attendance clerk, and let them know and give them the absence, whether it's email or you fax that information about the doctor's appointments, so you can have those excused absences and tardies, etc. Our next question: will open house be live so students can meet their teachers in real time? Will Zoom links be sent out to meet the teacher? What is the open house format protocol? Yes, the answer to your question: we will have live open house for our students in elementary, middle school, and high school. This is an opportunity for you to meet the teacher or teachers. The Zoom links will be sent out by your school by the end of the week. Again, this is an opportunity for you to get on live, meet your child's teacher, they'll take you through expectations, and you'll receive the specific schedule for your child in elementary school, middle school, and high school during this time. Our next question: will devices be available for pre-K students? As stated before, for our students who have requested devices, all students who have requested devices will receive devices. That's from pre-K all the way to 12th grade. Our next question: will students be on the computer all day? Excellent question. As we have taken you through the schedules, you will see that we have an opportunity for our students to be on camera and off camera, or live lessons or off the camera to work and get their do their instruction. So again, the expectation is not that they're on camera or on the computer all day, but we are interacting a lot. We are, just to be honest with you, we're interacting a lot utilizing our virtual platform. Our next question: kids will go into a panic if they can't log into their class for some reason. Is there a quick way to connect the teacher in real time to let them know that they can't get access? So I know we are all a little uneasy about the first day of school and what that will look like for our students. So we have something in place for you if you cannot connect for some reason. We do have our list by school of tech support. So that's the way that we're asking our families to get in contact with us if they're having difficulties logging in. Again, we know We are going to have some difficulties. We're asking for your patience as we're learning something new. We're learning and we're growing together as an NCSS family and community. So again, we don't want anyone to panic. Take a deep breath. If something goes wrong, we do have individuals that you can contact in real time to help assist you. Our next question: how will the Edgenuity students receive their class textbooks and other learning material? So as you can see, we're having some of the same questions come up again, but I'll definitely go ahead and answer this. For the students who are in option 2 and option 3, well, let's just go back. Let's look at students who are in option 2. They are picking up their Chromebooks, hotspots, if requested, and other instructional devices. For students, elementary students who are in option 3, they won't need those textbook materials. They will be utilizing the Edgenuity platform, and that's how they'll receive their instruction. So again, we have the days listed on our website for elementary, middle school, and high school students to be able to pick up their instructional materials along with devices and hotspots if requested. Next question: do students not getting a Chromebook need to pick up any instructional items from the school? So let me reiterate that all students in option 2 will need their Chromebook, whether it's your own personal device, and they will also need instructional materials from the school. So yes, please make sure that you are stopping by your schools to pick up instructional materials if you are in option 2. Our next question: other than computers, will we get a supply list of what our kids need? Yes, you will receive a virtual supply list. The virtual supply list is on your school's website. So just if your child attends a particular school, please go to that school's website and you will receive your supply list. Our next question: how long will kindergarten students be online? So if you look at the sample schedule that's been provided for you, you will see what a typical day looks like for an elementary school student from kindergarten all the way to 5th grade. So with that being said, you'll see there are brain breaks in the schedule, but you will also see where you have your instructional segments, your ELA, your math, your science, your social studies. Students will also engage in special activities. They will have either PE, music, or art, one day out of the week. So to give you a time frame, they have a full day. They have a full schedule of virtual learning.
Our next question: how will gifted students receive services through the Edgenuity platform? We have our courses are built for our gifted students. So they will have their course will be differentiated from other students that are within their class. So we provide them with more in-depth opportunities to explore the content versus just more work. Yes, go ahead.
And for our elementary gifted students, they will access the Canvas page created by our Quest teachers, and they will engage in activities that are very similar to what's happening for our option 2 students. They will continue with their Latin instruction and other items for enriching their instruction.
Will we have an opportunity to continue using Edgenuity for the second semester as well? At this time, that is the plan, that this is something that we will offer each semester. So yes, at this time, our response is yes, you will have an opportunity to use Edgenuity for second semester. The next question: for open house, will there be links for students to visit each teacher virtually during the times for open house. And what is the format? So open house, we will provide parents and students with a virtual open house. Each school will provide more information with links as it relates to you visiting those teachers and classrooms. But yes, you will have an opportunity to learn more about the expectations, have a view of the school virtually, have an understanding and have an opportunity to meet your administrative team as well as teachers of your students. And those links will be provided and housed on the district, on each school's website. The next question, for each subject, does a child have to log in for every subject? Yes, the goal is for the students to be engaged in learning in every class. So yes, they would log in to every subject during the scheduled time. And as we shared earlier, the schedules that you can also find under the reopening plan on the district website. Will middle school students have multiple teachers like they normally do? Yes, middle school students will still have multiple teachers. They'll still have a science teacher, a social studies teacher, language arts teacher, math, science, social studies, language arts, and then they have their connections teachers as well. So they will have different teachers like they normally do. They would just visit them virtually. Again, we have other questions that are coming up asking where to locate the schedule. So again, please visit our district website for schedules. You can find it under the reopening plan, and then you'll click on the learning model options. There is a link located under there that provides you with an example or sample of the elementary, middle, high, as well as the Career Academy schedule. We have additional questions that are coming in. Provide me with just a moment. We have an elementary question that's coming in. Dr. Mosley will address it.
The question is, will elementary school students only have one teacher for the core subjects, or is that up to individual schools? That is a site-based decision. Principals are creating their building schedules and needs based on their school population. So you can potentially have a different teacher for ELA, a different teacher for math, science, and social studies. It is a site-based decision for our elementary schools. We have one more minute. We are going to try to answer as many questions as we can within this time frame. We have some more coming up. And the next question, when is open house? Again, it will be posted for you on the website, or it is on the website. Elementary's open house is August 31st. Middle schools is September the 2nd, and high schools open house is September 3rd. This does conclude our session for today. We will review the questions that have come in, and we will add them to our frequently asked question guide. We are asking you to participate with our parent university on Saturday. Again, you will get additional information on how to access our virtual platforms, and really help your student have a great start to the school year. Please join us for the remainder of our Parent Connect sessions tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Thank you so much for your time in helping us make NCSS a great place to be as we strive to ensure educational excellence for all students. Thank you.